Okay, so I'm going to do the ones down the side here. So 1, 4, um, let's do 1, 4, and the last one's probably going to be like 6. Explaining the whole process of how to do volume formula. Volume formula is pretty straightforward, okay? It is volume, which is big V, equals width times length times height. Just multiply all these guys together. And when you're doing it, if this is a foot, this is a foot, and this is a foot, it's the same as we did before. If you had m times m times m, that's equal to m cubed. Same thing here. If it's foot times foot times foot, in the end, you're going to have what we call cubic feet, right? Or inches cubed or yards cubed. They give you several examples. So we're just going to do some of them so you get one of each kind, right? So let's go ahead and start this off by looking at the first problem. And the idea here again is that, oops, a little too far. We just kind of dissect these problems. I'm probably going to, I'm going to change my color a little bit. Let me run over to the side. Here we go. So I'm going to write over here. So the first one says, remember, volume is going to be equal to the length times the width times the height of an object. In this case, we have the volume is going to be equal to 9 times 16 times 3. Okay? Now, for all practical reasons, this kind of math, you just kind of do how you're supposed to do it. We're going to go 16 times 9. So 9 times 6 is 54. Carry the 5. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 5 is 14. So it's 144. Okay? Now we got to multiply that answer again, 144, times it by 3, because you got the other side, which is the height or depth, sometimes it's called, right? So I'm going to go 3 times 4 is 12, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, that's 13, carry the 1. And 3 times 1 is 3, 4, right? So I got 432 being my answer, 432. And think about this. It went feet times feet times feet, and that's the units. So the answer has to be feet cubed. So it's 432 feet cubed. All right. So that's how you did that first one. Now I'm going to do one of these down here because you don't have an illustration. You should be able to do these. Just make sure you have inches cubed and yards cubed. Right. So now we're going to go down and do the next one. So I'm going to grab that, slide down a little bit, give myself some room to do the work. All right. Look at this guy. The numbers are overwhelming, but we're learning math skills or practicing the math skills we learned before, right? So you could draw this if you get confused. To draw it, you just, take a thing like this, and we can draw it like this. There you go. Got myself a cube, right? And label it up if you want. Okay, this would be 19 here. I'm going to make this thing 17. And for the height, I can say, well, that's going to be 13. It's 3 dimensions is what we're looking at. So the first one says volume equals length times height times width. And our first measurement, we'll just call the length, is 19 inches times I'm putting height here, which it doesn't really matter, I guess, in this illustration. This would be 17 inches times the width. Let's say this is 13 inches, right? Let's start multiplying. So if I had 17 and I have 19, I know right now I'm going to get a really, really big number because that's 10, 10, 10. That'd be like 1,000. That was 10 times 10 times 10. So it's going to be well over 1,000, probably close to 2,000. It's huge. But, I don't know. It won't be 10,000. It would have to be 100 here. But we know it's going to be big, right? 9 times 7 is 63. There is 6. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 6 is 5. Right? 9 times 1. 9 plus 6, 5, 15, right? So I can put 1, 5, 3. Then I drop the 0. Then I just write what? 7, 1. Let's add all this up. So if I'm going to go down, I'm going to write right here. So 3, 5 and 7 is 2. Give me the 1. I got 323, right? And now I'm going to multiply it by 13. This is going to be a really big number. Okay. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. And then I put a 0. I go 3, 2, 3. No, I'm running out of space, but let me just go ahead and do this real quick. All right. 9 plus 6 is 5. Carry the 1. So that's 7 plus 3 is 0. Carry the 1. 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry the 1. I get 4,205. All right. I'm going to check my answer real quick on a calculator because that's times. Oh, I am wrong. I am off a smidge. What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah. I see what I did wrong. All right. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 9, 6, 9. Then I wrote 3, 2, 3, 9. That's a 0. I messed that up. Oops. I misread my number. Oh, golly. You got to be careful. All right, let's do this. Okay. That's supposed to be a 0. That's a 9. 6 to 3 is 9. That's better. 9, 10, 11 is 1. Carry 1, 4, 1, 9, 9. I know I should have started up higher. I wouldn't have made this mess, but 4, 1, 9, 9. In fact, I knew there was something wrong with it. It just didn't look right. I don't know why. And so that would be inches cubed because it's inch times inch times inch, right? Keep in mind inch times inch times inch. That's equal to inches cubed. Yay. And then we're going to try this last one. All right. And for the last one, I have yards. In fact, I'm not going to do the diagram. That'll give me more space to work here. 3 yards times 16 yards times 18 yards. Okay. And let's do 3 times 16 first. So 16 times 3. 3 times 6 is 8. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, 4. 48. All right. I take that and I'll put that back up here. 48. I'm going to multiply it by 18 yards. All right. 8 times 8 is 64. 4 carry the 6. 8 times 4 is 32. 6 is 38. Bring down a 0. Then I just write what? 48. Then I put it together. 4, 8 plus 8 is 6. Carry the 1. 864. Right? That sounds about right. Now look at it. It's yards times yard times yard. That's going to make it yards cubed. All right. So that guy's pretty easy. That's 864 yards cubed. Okay. So this kind of shows you how to do these things. I just did 3 of them. So the rest of them you could do on your own. It's doing the same thing. Okay. Excellent.